Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your direct line to understanding what's truly shaping our world, really cutting through all the noise.
Great to be diving in again.
Today, we're looking at something pretty fascinating, a real paradox it's redefining fame itself.
You mean how digital avatars are suddenly everywhere?
Exactly, not just walking among us, but in some, frankly, shocking cases, they're out earning actual human stars.
Right, and alongside that, you have these fleeting viral moments,
Yeah, things that blow up online, maybe funny, maybe scandalous.
and they can completely change a career path,
Yeah.
or even reshape whole industries almost overnight.
It's a profound commentary on our digital age, really.
Definitely. So this deep dive, our aim is to sort of unravel these complex threads of today's pop culture,
We'll hit everything from like the rise of AI influencers.
to the psychology behind why some scandals just catch fire virally.
And look at how all these things maybe reflect deeper shifts happening in society and media.
Yeah. Our mission today is to pull out the most important nuggets, the key insights from a really wide range of sources you've shared.
We've got reports on AI avatars, deep dives into crisis communication.
Analyses of pop culture characteristics,
Mm.
even historical perspectives on how it's all evolved.
Think of this as your shortcut to getting genuinely informed. We've got some surprising facts, maybe a few things that'll make you rethink what real even means anymore.
Okay, let's jump in.
Where should we start? The AI avatars feel like the big new thing.
Yeah, let's unpack that. It really does feel like science fiction becoming, well, everyday reality now.
These digital entities are just redrawing the lines of social media fame so fast.
And what's really striking is how these top virtual influencers are, as you said, out-earning many human stars.
And brands, they seem to be flocking to them.
Well, yeah, they offer reliability, and maybe crucially, they're seen as almost controversy-proof.
The numbers are just, wow, the economic potential is staggering.
Capwing did a study, right, really digging into this whole industry.
Yeah. Take Luda Magalo. She's a Brazilian AI sensation, huge following, like 8 million on Instagram.
And the earnings.
Last year, reports estimate she pulled in over $2.5 million.
Wow.
From just 74 sponsored posts. It absolutely dwarfs competitors like Lil Miquela.
And on TikTok, it's that nobody sausage character leading the pack.
Yeah, 22.1 million followers. It's abstract, kind of weird, but incredibly popular. When you see figures like that, how does it reshape your understanding of influence? What does that word even mean now?
That's the core question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just the raw numbers, though they're impressive.
Right. There's more to it.
Behind the pixels, these avatars gain relatability through really intricate storytelling.
It's not just code.
No, it's backed by whole teams, 3D artists, programmers, marketers.
Mm.
They craft this personality.
So the authenticity is manufactured.
It's crafted, yeah. A testament to the power of narrative, even when the main character isn't, well, human.
Which leads to this kind of unsettling part, how easily they seem to just slot into our reality.
Kate Rourke from Getty Images pointed this out, didn't she?
Yeah, it was fascinating. She said about 2/3 of people can spot an AI photo. Oh, but
But a staggering 95% mistakenly identify real images as AI.
why is that?
Because, as she explains it, we're so used to seeing hyper-curated, perfect images from human influencers.
Gotcha.
Tons of editing, filters, professional shots.
That the real stuff starts to look fake by comparison?
Kind of, yeah. Or the AI stuff looks more real because it mimics that curated perfection.
Tech expert Trevor Long had a similar take, right?
He did. He observed that for most consumers, an influencer's actual identity, whether they're human or AI, it's becoming sort of irrelevant.
We often don't really know the human behind many accounts anyway.
True. So does it matter if it's code or a person if the content connects?
And it's not always about direct ads either.
Good point. Like Barbie, 3.5 million Instagram followers.
She's using that platform for broader brand building, right?
Yeah.
Soft influence. Yeah, less direct sponsored posts, more about keeping the brand relevant, driving sales indirectly. Kids are even talking to Barbie via Alexa now.
So for you, the listener, what does this all mean? For the future of work, for creativity.
What does influential truly mean when value seems tied to engagement and aspiration, not biology?
It's a huge question.
Mm-hmm.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, pop culture is like. It's the heartbeat of modern society.
It's a mirror, right, reflecting us but also shaping us.
Exactly. Reflecting and influencing the cultural mood, generation by generation, defining a society's hopes, maybe even its fears.
And one key thing to grasp about pop culture, it's almost always tied to commerce.
Oh, definitely. Commercial products, merchandise, accessories, magazines, posters, mugs, you name it.
Profit's the engine.
Absolutely. Think about Nintendo contracting Peter Alexander for that sleepwear line.
With Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Mario.
Yeah.
Classic example. Commercialization fueling the popularity.
Exactly. And pop culture tends to spread in a particular way. It often starts small, local, micro level. Then it spans maybe nationally, then internationally, macro level.
And the internet and globalization must just turbocharge that process now.
Completely. Look at Silverchair, the Australian grunge band.
Right back in the 90s.
They won a local contest in '94. Boom. National acclaim pretty quickly. Signed with Sony.
And their album, Frog Stomp, massive, wasn't it?
Sold over 2.5 million copies worldwide. Perfect illustration. Local scene to global phenomena.
Makes sense. And for something to be truly pop culture, lots of people need to be able to access it.
That's the third characteristic, yeah. If only a small elite can get it, it's not really popular culture.
So things like growing wealth, cities.
And definitely technology. Cheaper, more portable tech like radio, CDs, phones, the internet. They've all lowered the barriers to entry.
There was that early example, the King Kong novel.
Yeah, literally novelized from a radio picture, as they called movies then. Cross-media access, even way back.
And finally, pop culture never stands still.
Fourth characteristic, constant change. Evolution, it has to adapt.
To meet changing tastes, social trends.
Exactly. And producers are always chasing the next big thing, for profit. Plus, tech improvements drive change too.
Like electronic dance music or internet memes now?
New forms constantly emerge. It's always shifting.
Okay, but let's shift gears a bit. Look at the dark side of all this digital stardom.
The underbelly. Yeah.
The entertainment industry seems uniquely vulnerable here. Reputation threats.
Well, it's so public-facing, and digital virality, misinformation, it spreads like wildfire on social media. It's a minefield.
That Coldplay Gate scandal from July 2025, that was something else.
Oh, yeah. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron, HR chief Kristen Cabot, caught on the kiss cam at a Coldplay concert.
And then TikTok just exploded. Memes everywhere.
They both ended up resigning. But ironically, Coldplay streams actually jumped 25%.
Wild. And the whole thing reframed ideas about HR and CEO accountability, especially in startup culture.
Yeah, the memes captured that perfectly. It was like that viral Hawk Tuah energy, that kind of bold, direct attitude.
Mixed with satire, like the TV show Succession.
Exactly. And Polymarket even launched a betting market on whether they'd get divorced. An astronomer divorce parlay.
It's incredible how fast and how far something like that can spiral. So what are the key lessons here for managing a crisis in this world?
Well, first off, transparency and accountability, they're just crucial.
You have to acknowledge things quickly, take corrective action.
Right. Trying to downplay it or shift blame, that just makes it way worse every time.
And you can't just react. You need to be watching, right?
Real-time monitoring,
Yeah.
essential. Watching social media trends to try and anticipate crises before they blow up.
Using tools like AI for sentiment analysis, predictive analytics.
We're not optional anymore. They're necessary to navigate these waters.
And when you do respond, authenticity is key.
Totally. Audiences can sniff out a fake apology instantly. You need a human-centric approach.
So apologies can be powerful, but they have to be done right.
Yeah, the key elements are there. Acknowledge you messed up, accept responsibility, show genuine remorse.
Explain the corrective actions, commit to doing better.
And often, a video statement.
Yeah.
It just lands with more emotional weight than text.
What about influencers in these situations? Can they help or hurt?
Both. It's a dual role. They can help rebuild a reputation. But if they're not really aligned with the brand's values, or if their support seems forced, it can backfire, fuel more backlash.
So organic support is better?
Often, yeah. Organic advocacy usually feels more genuine and yields better results than some orchestrated campaign.
And AI is even playing a role in the response itself now.
Sure. AI-driven sentiment analysis helps understand the reaction, and automated tools like chatbots can help manage the flow of information, maybe prevent damaging narratives from spreading unchecked, enhancing efficiency.
So for you listening, these cases just hammer home the need for constant, proactive reputation management.
Absolutely. In this digital age, nothing ever truly disappears online. Past controversies can resurface anytime.
Okay, moving beyond the immediate impacts. The sources also pointed to some deeper currents shaping pop culture.
Yeah, some really interesting undercurrents, like a growing sense of class consciousness.
What does that mean exactly?
It's this awareness of common class interests, maybe opposition to the upper classes, a feeling that it's getting harder to afford a good life.
Well, the billionaire class seems to be benefiting from exploitation.
Right, and you see reflections of this, like the public support, in some corners, for Luigi Mangione.
The man who allegedly shot the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson.
Exactly. For some, he became this kind of outlaw hero figure, seen as striking back against an oppressive system.
Which signals maybe a deeper desire for more equitable wealth distribution?
It reflects that broader discontent, certainly. It's a striking mirror to the societal mood.
It really makes you think about how deep these cultural shifts go, like that viral PhD thesis on the politics of smell.
Dr. Ali Look's work on olfactory oppression, fascinating stuff.
Yeah, how smell can signal social hostilities, power dynamics.
How dominant groups might use the idea of smelling bad as a form of social control. Olfactory racism.
And you see echoes in celebrity hygiene debates or the huge boom in fragrance.
Smell maxing, they call it. Optimizing your scent for social advantage.
And fragrance is the fastest growing prestige beauty category, up 13% in Q1.
Driven by this desire for creative self-expression, supposedly. But maybe taps into something deeper. Subconscious ideas about biological advantage, social status.
Interesting connection. And then there's this observed shift, maybe a pullback from progressivism in entertainment.
Yeah, sources point to examples. Disney removing a trans storyline from Win or Lose.
Their justification was about parents wanting to discuss topics themselves.
That was the justification, yeah. You also see celebrities supporting some very conservative figures. And this talk about the death of DEI programs in Hollywood.
Due to various factors, it seems complex.
It is. And even how diversity reports get presented. Variety might show white men dominating leads.
But internal data often shows diverse leads actually perform really well, sometimes better.
Right. It feels a bit like Susan Faluti's backlash theory, you know? Periods of progress often seem to trigger some kind of societal pushback.
So with all these changes, all these shifts, it makes you wonder what even is a cultural phenomenon today.
Good question. Let's rewind a bit. Historically, some movies weren't just hits, they were events.
Like Jaws or Star Wars in the 70s?
They didn't just make money, they changed things. Created the idea of the summer blockbuster, changed movie marketing forever.
Then the 90s, Jurassic Park, The Matrix.
The Matrix gave us bullet time, red pill, blue pill, terms we still use.
But the ultimate phenomenon, maybe, was Titanic.
Unparalleled, really. #1 for 15 straight weeks, in theaters for 10 months.
And the soundtrack. One of the best-selling albums ever.
It was more than a movie. It was a global shared moment. E.T. had that long tail too, remember? Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, the product tie-ins. So why don't movies seem to land with that same singular impact now?
Well, partly just way more competition. Really high-quality TV shows, YouTube, TikTok, everything else, vying for attention.
And streaming changed the economics, too.
Killed the DVD revenue stream.
Yeah.
That made studios more risk-averse.
Leading to?
More sequels, more superhero movies, stuff that feels safer. Maybe more directing by committee, trying to chase algorithms instead of vision.
And the release cycles are so much faster now.
Totally. Think about Jurassic Park. It was 16 months before it hit home video. People had time to talk about it, for it to build.
Now it's like 90 days and it's streaming.
Less time for that organic cultural buildup.
And that idea of the water cooler show, everyone watching the same thing at the same time.
Game of Thrones was probably the last truly massive one.
Streaming has fragmented the audience so much. Fewer shared experiences like that.
But we do still have big cultural moments. They just look a bit different, maybe.
Like Stranger Things bringing back D&D and 80s nostalgia.
Huge impact. And you absolutely cannot ignore Barbie and Barbenheimer.
That shared experiences can definitely still happen. Massive.
And TikTok. It's become such a powerful engine for culture now.
Driving fashion trends, slang. Like that Hawk Tuah interview back in June 2024.
Just a short clip goes viral.
And suddenly there are meme costumes, merch, new slang, predicted to be huge for Halloween 2025.
It's a perfect example of viral marketing in action. Content spreads fast, wide.
Often because it hits an emotional chord, feels authentic somehow, even if it's weird. And influencers boost it.
Yeah, like the Popeyes chicken sandwich craze fueled by Twitter.
created a national shortage. Or ELF Cosmetics TikTok music video marketing, TOMS hashtag without shoes campaign.
All examples of tapping into that viral potential.
But
There's always a but.
this virality is a double-edged sword. And this is really crucial.
Social media algorithms, they can push harmful stuff too.
Sometimes accidentally, maybe sometimes deliberately, to boost engagement and ad revenue, disinformation, misinformation.
White supremacy, misogyny, hate speech.
Exactly. And users get clever, using generic hashtags or misspellings to dodge moderation.
Spreading damaging ideas even faster, it's the dark side of that speed.
So, okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, it feels like the big takeaway is how interconnected everything is.
Yeah, AI's rise, traditional pop culture, these viral moments, the deeper societal shifts, they're not separate tracks.
They're all tangled together.
Right. To really get a grip on fame, influence, culture today, you have to see the interplay. Technology, economics, human psychology.
It's all part of the mix.
Which leaves us and you with a final thought to maybe mull over.
Okay, let's hear it.
If the future of fame is increasingly manufactured, perfectly packaged, always online.
And if digital virality can spread joy and harmful disinformation at this incredible speed,
What does that actually mean for our collective sense of reality, for authenticity, and for the true nature of influence in the years ahead?